I'm here to talk about the contributions of social work to climate change, and we do a lot of community engagement and work with people on the grassroots, and we do this around flooding, hot spells, heat waves and cold snaps, and we have current projects which are across the world linked to, in certain countries like India, having people have cookers and stoves that are producing solar power, so they don't produce a lot of indoor pollution, which reduces respiratory ailments for people. We have flooding examples, and including tsunamis and cyclones and everything else. And we're part of a large network that involves 74 countries, so it's quite large. And we have different projects around climate change in older people. That one is particularly relevant for the countries in the global north, because older people are not getting the care that they need. So social workers are identifying needs, and then we try to respond to those needs by getting the people the resources they need, the social networks, informal care, things like that. In other countries, we're looking at what happens to people when it's extremely cold and trying to help them to manage fuel poverty, so that we can get them to do lots of initiatives. That a lot of them are reliant on renewable energy, so we try to get them solar power, wind turbine, those kind of things, and try to make them self-sufficient, energy self-sufficient communities. So those are all the things that we do, and we have lots of different projects, so it's hard to give you.
Okay, so concretely, what do you expect from the COP21? Are you expecting to see the social workers around the table at COP22 in Morocco next year?
Yes, I would like to see social workers in the IPCC, because we're not represented there as a discipline. I would also like to see us involved in arguing for a universal approach to climate change mitigation, and not just adaptation, although most of our projects are about adaptation. And the reason I say that is because most of the people we work with are vulnerable women, children, older people, disabled people, and we want to make sure that their needs are fully met with dignity and respect, because that doesn't often happen. They're usually just treated as units that need to be dealt with, and so community workers are usually engaging with them to make sure that happens.
Okay. So just to conclude, how social workers can make the negotiation different? What is the add value of social workers? Are they able to bring some information that the negotiators team cannot?
Yep. We certainly bring the negotiation of what happens to daily life and people's daily life experiences and routines. So we're embedded in that, and we can bring that to the table. But we also do a lot of research. Some of it is blue skies research, where we theorize new ways of approaching the problems that we have. And we're good coordinators and communicators, so we can actually help to translate the science into something that people can understand. So that's really quite important too. So we can bring all those things to the table.
Thank you very much, Professor Dominelli, for your time and for your answers.